Stop doing endless crunches. Stop the soul-crushing cardio. And for the love of your health, stop forcing yourself into low-fat diets that leave you feeling miserable and depleted. If you're staring in the mirror, wondering why your belly fat won't budge, despite doing everything right, it's likely not because you're lazy. It's not because your genetics are broken. It's because your body is currently trapped in a hormonal state that makes fat loss significantly harder than it needs to be. We've been told for decades that weight loss is just a simple math equation, calories in versus calories out. But if your hormones are screaming danger, that math becomes a secondary factor. When your stress signals are constantly firing, your body shifts into survival mode. In this state, your metabolism is biologically programmed to protect its energy reserves. And for most of us, those reserves are stored right around the midsection. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a 1-minute technique supported by Stanford neurobiology that helps your body flip the switch from stress to recovery. This isn't a miracle supplement or a magic pill. It's a physiological hack that begins reducing cortisol signals almost immediately. If you don't manage the stress response, the fat loss journey will always feel like an uphill battle. Think about your typical morning. Your alarm blares, you jump out of bed, you check your phone, emails, news, social media. Within 3 minutes of waking up, your brain is processing a dozen microstressors. This triggers a spike in cortisol. Now, cortisol isn't the enemy. It's actually what helps you wake up. But when it stays high because of modern life, it creates a domino effect that disrupts your blood sugar and can lead to higher insulin levels over time. It's a frustrating cycle. High stress leads to poor sleep, which leads to sugar cravings, which leads to insulin spikes. You're not just carrying extra weight because of food. Your hormones and stress levels are playing a massive role in how your body decides to store that food. This is why you feel tired but wired. Your body is desperately trying to fuel a stress response for a lion that never actually arrives. It's not about grinding harder, it's about signaling safety to your brain. The secret to unlocking stubborn fat isn't adding more stress through 2-hour gym sessions. It's about mastering a physiological reset. We need to move your nervous system from a state of sympathetic dominance, that's fight or flight, to parasympathetic dominance, or rest and digest. When your brain feels safe, it stops hoarding emergency energy. Step 1 is the physiological sigh. Most of us breathe shallowly when stressed, which tells the brain we are under pressure. To reverse this, take a deep breath in through your nose until your lungs are almost full. Then take a second, sharp inhale on top of it to fully expand your air sacs. Then breathe out through your mouth as slowly as you can. This specific pattern is the fastest way to signal your vagus nerve to lower your heart rate. Do this for just 60 seconds. Step 2 is the morning light anchor. Looking at a phone screen the second you wake up creates an artificial, jagged stress spike. Instead, step outside within the first 10 minutes of your day. Natural sunlight sets your circadian rhythm, ensuring your cortisol peaks when it should and drops when it's time to burn fat and rest. Step 3 is the caffeine rule. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach the moment you wake up is like pouring gasoline on a hormonal fire. It sends stress levels through the roof. Try delaying your first cup by 60 to 90 minutes. This allows your natural cortisol to settle so the caffeine doesn't lock you into a stress loop for the rest of the day. Now, this isn't magic. This system works best when combined with proper nutrition and consistent sleep. But when you master this 1-minute reset, the puffy look in your face starts to fade. Your energy becomes stable, and suddenly your workouts actually start to show results because you're finally working with your body.